Sarah from The Upcoming, such a pleasure to have you here with us. How does it feel to be here at the Girls on Film Podcast Awards?
It feels necessary. I mean, we were just talking about how there's one female director nominated for this year's Oscars, again. And yeah, these awards are so important because these films are like the most bold, brave, daring, innovative films, and they deserve the utmost recognition.
And I guess we would hope at some point in future we wouldn't need to specifically always be shining a spotlight on women in film, whether that's in front of the camera, behind the camera. But it feels like we're not quite there yet. So why do you think it's still important to kind of bang that drum?
Yeah, I think because some of the films that have been nominated for this and have done really well this year are brilliant and bold films, but I've seen male critics just like not get them and dismiss them. And I think that female critics are really good at like both resonating with the films that have a connection to their life experiences and also resonating with the films that are, maybe completely different, completely alien, different culture, different gender, different whatever. And I don't actually think that's necessarily always the same for some of the more established traditional critics in our industry and voters in our industry. And I think that we need to diversify the voters in these, that make those decisions.
And why do you think it is important, I guess, for women, but for society in general, to have the female experience well represented on screen, whether that's sexuality, friendship, just what it's like to go through your everyday life, whether you're a sex worker like in Anora? Why do you think that's important to have that on screen?
Because it's life, and that is the point of making art, is to explore and excavate. But I think it's not just important that every subject is able to be seen, but that every way of telling that story is able to be expressed. And I think that some of the films, I'm make documentaries, and some of the docs this year have been so challenging, even confronting in their approach. And I think that's because their directors understood and had the bravery to tackle that subject with such visionary kind of guts, because they got it on such a level. So it's not just what is said, it's the way that it's said, and really pushing the boundaries in that respect, I think.
And what can you tell us about your work? Can you tell us about your film?
Yeah, so I make documentaries. I made a film called Another Body about deepfake abuse and a student's quest for justice. And then my second film, Holloway, is going to come out this year. It's about 6 women who were incarcerated in Holloway prison. And it was at LFF. We won the Audience Award for Best Documentary. And yeah, it's a deep but also very moving and beautiful and actually, I believe, quite uplifting story of women who actually surpass incredible odds to come together and to heal, basically.
Fantastic. Well, thanks so much for your time. Really enjoyed tonight, and best of luck with the rest of releasing your film. Thank you.